Hi, friends. This is your pal, Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American culture, and we're going to examine American culture through the lens of the brand new 2025 Snow White live-action film starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. All right, let's jump into this. So, this was pretty incredible. I was shocked at the quality of this movie and what it said. So, what is Disney's 2025 Snow White? It is an incredibly conservative, incredibly traditional, incredibly gendered tale going back to classic American traditions and gender split. So the message of Snow White, I think if you pay attention and you're watching the film, it is a shattering, and I am as shocked as you. I think everybody, because of statements by particular people, thought that this was going to be a monument to woke nonsense. That turned out to be outrageously wrong. This is the most conservative, traditional film of 2025, bar none. Bar none. Okay? All right, and what's really shocking, it is I think if you're paying attention to Snow White, it is fully embracing the American King Donald Trump era, right? So our world has shockingly changed. We now have an American king. Nope, not a president. If you're paying attention, Donald Trump is functioning as an American king. He does what he wants when he wants. He makes decrees and it happens. It's just there's no use in pretending he's a president. He is functioning as a king. He's not technically a king. Functionally, he's a king. Period. Like, he does whatever the heck he wants. The Democrats have zero power to stop him. Congress has zero power to stop him. The Senate has zero power to stop him. Judges have zero power to stop him. He's functioning as an American king, all right? And one of the things that American King Donald Trump has said is that we're allowed to have conservative conversations again, and we're allowed to abandon woke language, right? Now, under the Democrats' woke umbrella, right, we were not allowed to say men and women are different. But the 2025 film starring Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler, and I'm as shocked as you to see Rachel Zegler saying this with her film, right? The movie is saying men and women are not the same. They are shockingly different, right? Now, the reality is this is surprising because, I have 2 degrees, right? I got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. And for 20 years, the academic conversation is, what's a woman? I couldn't possibly tell you what a woman is. I don't know what a woman is. Do you know what a woman is? Is there any distinction between a man and a woman? And for 20 years, this conversation has been going on, and people, I don't know what a woman is. I don't know what a man is. Is gender even real? And what's shocking is 2025, Snow White is coming out and saying, yes, gender is shockingly real. Shockingly real. And when we embrace our gender specificities and lean into our gender roles, there's incredible power in those, especially for women, right? So Snow White is played by Rachel Zegler. I think the actor for Jonathan, Snow White's true love, is. Oh, and by the way, spoilers for Snow White here. If you didn't know, she is awoken by true love's kiss. I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I was expecting like just a pancake stack of woke nonsense. It's nothing but dyed-in-the-wool, red state, Republican, Christian values throughout the entire film. Like, I'm as shocked as you are. I couldn't believe it, right? So, in this movie, and what really was something is, so Jonathan, her true love, he's a human thief. He's not a prince, right? But he is cis white male, like just like cis straight white male. Like, you're like, are you kidding? Like, is this in this film, right? Like, and you're just like, what? It is incredible. I could not believe how conservative this movie was. Right, so he rolls up on Snow White and he's like, "Hey, lady, you a hottie, I'm gonna shoot my shot, right? Like, and so, he tries to say, hey, I'm a man, you're a woman, let's get this going, right? And she's like, nah, 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 no, right? Like, I just kind of shoos him off, right? And there's a little bit of gesturing at the old tradition. There's a little bit of gesturing at feminism and wokeness, because it's still Disney, right? But it only lasts for about 30 seconds, right? And she's like, no, 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 no. And he's like, hey, 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 slow your roll. And then he sings this song, right? And the song is, I ain't got time for your princess problems. What? What now? Right? And he's like, hey, I'm a dude, and I'm robbing, and I'm fighting, and I'm thieving in the woods. I'm straight up Robin Hooding out here. I'm doing the actual work, man. And you are a princess. You are a young, attractive female. And all you got is princess problems. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah. You are a young, attractive female. And he's like very clear about this in the song. And he's like, young, attractive women do not have real problems. They got princess problems. What? What are you saying now? We're like, and he's like, yeah, you're young, attractive, and you're a woman. And people are listening to you, right? Anybody you want will listen to you. Just tell them what to do anytime you want them to do it, right? But I'm a man. Ain't nobody listening to me, right? And if I need something done, I better be willing to die for it. Because the only way I get what I ask, the only way I get what I want is I have to kill for it. I have to fight for it. I have to rob for it, right? But you are a young, attractive female. And all you have to do is ask. Because you only have princess problems. What now? So right in the middle of Disney's 2025 Snow White, starring Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler, they're speaking. I think they're speaking the truth. Young, attractive females can get whatever they want, whenever they want. All they have to do is ask. That's it. They don't have any real problems. It's literally princess problems, right? If you're a young man, you have to kill for what you want. You have to die for what you want. You have to rob to get what you want. That's America, right? How do we know this? Deaths of Despair. Not a joke, real term. Real American culture term, brand new, extremely real. Men are so ignored, right? So despised in American culture that they literally are by the millions just taking their place behind a dumpster and freezing to death in the middle of the night. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you're a man and you want something, you better be willing to kill, die, or rob for it. Because you're not going to get anything you want. You're a young, attractive female in this society. Ask for whatever you want, you get it. All that they have is princess problems. That is incredibly gendered. And that is a conversation we haven't had in 20 years. The movie, the live action Disney film, 2025 Snow White, starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot, is saying, let's stop pretending. There is absolutely a shocking difference between an American young man and an American young woman. They're not even remotely the same. They're not the same. They're not just one. You can't switch one out. They're not indecipherable or I don't know what a woman is. They are shockingly different. Shockingly different. They sang a whole song about it in the movie. If you are a dyed-in-the-wool red Republican, you have got to see this film. If you are a dyed-in-the-wool blue Democrat, do not see this film, because you will be upset at a deep and fundamental level. This movie will be offensive to you in every possible way. Disney has realized that they have upset a lot of rich Republicans and they are sending this movie out as a powerful apology for ever saying a woke word. They are abandoning every single cultural alliance they previously had to make sure they regain rich Republican buyers. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Not a thing more, and certainly not a thing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.